Show.
We're back for episode 2, where Bob Bradford tells you about important days, important people, important music in the field of entertaining. And he will also play some songs about the either time period or musician that talking about each episode. So
The Roaring Twenties was something, and it had to do with a lot of shows and productions and real festive with costumes and dances, and it was a unique period of time, the Roaring Twenties.
well, so there wasn't television.
That's correct.
So people were, well, what you're really talking about is vaudeville, right?
Vaudeville, because there was no televisions, and the only really thing sometimes was a Victrola. But for the people to see these shows, they had to see these shows live in like neighborhood theaters. That's the only way at that time that people would see these acts during the Roaring Twenties.
And you say acts, it was almost like a variety showcase.
Yes.
They would have singers,
Yes.
maybe even acrobats or all
comedians
yeah.
and whatnot, and the dances and this and that, and then the main star would come out and do his big hit song.
So I don't know much about the music of this time period, so I'm looking forward to learning a lot about
Yes.
the vaudeville period of time.
Right, and the one fella that I really liked was Harry Richman, which I will go into later on detail. He made many recordings, but one of the ones that I like, and I still do it today, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Looking forward to it. I know you are too.
Harry Richman was born 1895 in Ohio. Vaudeville, it was really something. At that time, there were no radios, no televisions, no talking pictures, and very few Victrolas. The only way for Tin Pan Alley to get a song in front of the public was to have them done by vaudeville acts like Harry Richman, and one of his biggest songs was The Birth of the Blues, recorded in 1926. In the Roaring Twenties, Harry Richman was the highest paid performer, and he worked the Palace Theater in Chicago. And one of the fellas that used to come to see him all the time, believe it or not, was Al Capone. Harry Richman played the piano, sax, and clarinet. Update to the present, the recording that I love the best was by Sammy Davis Jr. and Count Basie, The Birth of the Blues. Oh, they say some people long ago were searching for a different tune, one that they can croon as only they can, and they only had the rhythm so. They started swaying to and fro. They didn't know just what to use, but this is how the blues really began. They heard the breeze in the trees, singing with melody, and they made that the start of the blues. And from a jail came a wail of a downhearted frail, and they played that the start of the blues. From a whippoorwill way out on a hill, they snatched a new note, pushed it through my horn till it was worn into a blue note, and then they nursed it, rehearsed it, and gave out the news that the Southland gave birth to the blues. Your Southland, birth of the blues.
So I learned a lot. I learned a lot about Mr. Richman and that whole time period. We're moving forward.
Right,
We moved from the 1800s into the Roaring 20s.
right.
Where are we going next?
Well, we're gonna go in right around 1927. One of my favorite songs, and it was also my father's favorite songs, written by Hoagie Carmichael. The music. 2 years later, Michael Parrish wrote the words. One of my favorite songs of all time, Stardust.
That's an amazing tease. Don't miss it. That's episode 3.